If we look at nationwide fatalities for the last year, we're talking about 14 to 15,000 fatalities. It's important, though, that we don't only focus on the 15,000 fatalities, but also on the amount of injuries. We can take the 15,000 fatalities and multiply that by a few times. A lot of those people injured have debilitating injuries, which could have been prevented if we were to buckle up.
71% of those who get injured, the kids, flown out, maimed, and disabled, they don't wear safety belts. We make certain that safety of the children is key.
We are just getting started here. It's not the last day. It's the beginning of a new phase of the Imperial I-Pledge Car Seats for Kids campaign. Of course, it's the distribution phase. We're out here at Colin Mann Primary School, 6th Avenue in Lambton.
As a company dedicated to road safety, Imperial I-Pledge aims to make a lasting impact by raising the awareness of the public to make use of a car seat. Seatbelt usage in this country is very low, and I think people underestimate the risks of not buckling up. And what does buckling up mean? Well, it means buckling up whether you're in the front seat or the back seat, or in the case of a child, when you're shorter than 1.5 meters tall, then you need to make use of a car seat or a booster seat.
Families donate their used car seats to us. The kids have outgrown them, and instead of them gathering dust in the garage, they bring it here to us to process and then to go on to keep kids safe. Now what we do when we get a seat is we strip it completely. The upholstery, the straps, the buckles, everything that moves from the seat gets put into the washing machine and gets washed. If there's serious stains on it, we're going to give it a good scrub first, and then into the washing machine. And then the bodies of the seats also get washed and rinsed off because they are dirty. They've been used. Then we put it all together again, make sure that it is correctly assembled, and we make sure that it is fit for purpose. We make sure that the body of the seat has not been in an accident, because there would be stress marks on the seats that show that it's been in a collision. Those seats we put aside. The straps and the buckles that is no longer of use, that is frayed, that is broken, that can't be used, gets put aside and recycled. And I'm happy with the seat, that it is good to go. It comes here to the front, and parents come to the shop here to come and select a seat, and then for a donation that they can afford. And it is exactly that, a donation that the family can afford. Gives them a seat that they pick here from the floor. I do advise them on the correct size seat that they need for their child, and I show them the whole car seat 101. How do you use the seat? How do you adjust the seat? How do you install the seat? They can ask me as many questions as they please, and when I'm happy that they are happy, they may go.
I think what's important in a campaign like this is to remember the people who actually took the time to go and drop off a car seat. It's one thing for us to be able to provide car seats, but it's another thing for somebody to take one out of their garage and actually go to the trouble of helping someone else's child. And we talk about 1,500 car seats, but that's a number. When it's your child that's buckled up, the only child you care about is yours. So I think it's a phenomenal campaign. I think it's been an amazing turnout. I've loved watching people arrive and then take a car seat and actually strap their child straight into it. And I feel a sense of personal safety, actually, and security, knowing there's a child that's safe in the case of an accident.
It's a brilliant campaign from Imperial. We need a lot of public-private partnerships. I think government also can't get everywhere. And if we can get the community involved. The nice thing about the car seat campaign is that a lot of parents who have been using the car seats, they are aware of the value thereof. And when they don't need the car seats, we've got a lot of other people in our community who either can't afford or don't have easy access to the car seats.
I've heard it from the radio that you guys are giving out the chairs. So I am staying around here in Lambton. So I rush here with my baby before we go to preschool.
There's always a danger with cars that you think that because you're a safe driver, it won't happen to you. And I think with any child, first of all, you don't know what they're doing on the back seat because you don't have eyes in the back of your head. But secondly, sometimes I think we make the mistake of thinking that if we give them a beautiful room or if we give them nice clothes or take them somewhere incredible, that's going to make up in terms of experiences, and we forget the safety. And I think when you when you're going to be on the road in a ton of metal, that child needs to be strapped in as tightly as possible. I've always said, don't worry so much about what your child's going to wear. Worry about what they're going to be wearing in the car, because there's some things you just can't come back from.
We always say on the Arrive Alive website that you cannot prevent another person from crashing into you, but you can definitely reduce the severity of injury by buckling up.
The future is just to go bigger and bigger and better, because as you've seen this morning, that is the obvious way forward, is to take the campaign to the outlying areas, to the people that can't necessarily come here, because there's so many people that we haven't reached yet. And it is always just go big.
I cannot stress more that I think the most important thing you can do with your child during the day is to buckle him or her up as safely as possible.
Crazy, phenomenal, magical. I mean, I don't have words. Not yet. You know, I'm too in the moment still, and it has just been too exciting.
We strongly believe that road safety starts with each and every South African. And likewise, it is the responsibility of each and every parent to get involved and put the safety of their children first.